Hi, I'm Susie from out west Homestead, and today I'm going to talk about uh, the greenhouse and the sunroom. And we've been getting for a week about 40 degrees at night and 70 during the day. Really nice to do some catch-up work outside, but the weather is getting bad, and they said by Sunday we might get snow or rain. So Bill, he was out there this morning clearing the pathways in the food forest. Some of you don't know that we catch water when it runs off behind our house, way in the back, and we direct it into the food forest. And when we made our food forest, we lowered the beds on them, and so when the water comes in, it fills up like a rice paddy bed. And it works real good. So he was out there cleaning that walkway up. We had the chickens out there, and in the pathway they scratch it up and they fill up the way the water runs, so we have to clean that out at times. So he's doing that, and I want to talk about things happening in the sunroom, and then later in the greenhouse. The sunroom, well, when we built the greenhouse, I had to split the water up that I have in here because the water helps hold the heat at night and helps keep the sunroom warm. But I don't have enough water in here, and we've been running Christmas lights to help, and it does help. But I think by next fall I'll have my water back, because last year I didn't run no Christmas lights in here. I had enough water to keep the sunroom warm. But anyway, so I'm going to be working on that for the greenhouse and the sunroom, more water in there. And I know that will help a lot. So I got some stuff coming up, and since we had that warm spell, the plants are growing a little bit better. And I planted, and I'll show it to you later, it's called red roselle hibiscus. I think it's kind of like an okra seed. I hatched it out in the water, and it broke and got the tail on it, and I planted it and just hadn't come up. So I like to see, into that dirt. I might dump it out and just see if them seeds are taken, because I might have to start seeds a little bit later. It might be too cold for it. I really want that plant, but I never had grown it before. So I've been growing some climbing tomatoes. These got, I don't know what they're called, but they're cherry tomato with a little dark on it, and they taste real good. But I got several of them, and they're blooming, and I keep moving them like this so they'll pollinate. I got one in this black tank here, and I'll show it to you, and it's trying to make some babies. But so I got several of the cherry tomatoes coming up. I'm real happy about it. Things are popping up, and so I'm going to show it to you. But the sunroom stays warmer because we have a house wall right here, and it keeps this sunroom warmer, and it's facing the south, so it just has a better climate for this sunroom. But at the same time, the greenhouse is a little cooler than this, and it faces north. It has that north wall there, and it takes a little bit longer for the sun to get over the roof of the house to heat that greenhouse. Is going to do pretty good. I'm really surprised because this room gets a lot of light and heat fast, where the greenhouse it has to wait and let the sun climb over the roof to heat. But I'm really happy with it. And we're still working on it, and I'll show you some progress that Bill does. So, or what he's been doing. So if we get snow or rain, that's going to help us so much. And some of you don't know that I got a channel called Our Life Out West. And if you go over there, we took a desert hike, and you can see how dusty it is in the desert. Oh my gosh. It's quite dusty, so you'll see that we need some snow or rain. I'd rather get snow because it will melt slow and pack it a little better. A rain, especially when it's so dusty, it just washes everywhere. And it can wash ditch out and trails out because it's moving that. If it rains, it'll move the powder, the dirt, you know, around. But I hope we get something. They say we might, but their forecast for us is hardly never right. We stay dry, but I'm really hoping we'll get some rain. So I'm going to take you around, just give you a little quick look at the sunroom, what's going on, and I appreciate you coming by. Okay, I keep getting, this is where I plant stuff, and I keep getting seeds come up, so I grab the seeds and plant them elsewhere in a pot. I don't know what they are, and I haven't planted tomato seeds in a long time, but they're in the soil. So over here, it's just different stuff I'm planting. And what I like, if you ever think about, save your packet seeds, and then you could put like a picture on your seed things. I don't have enough of them, and so that makes a good tag. I really like it. And anyway, this is comfrey. They're really doing good. But I got some house plants through here, which I like hanging them out in the summer, different places. But I just come through here every day, looking to see how my little stuff is. And here's some parsley coming up. Right there. And this is some of the seed right here I'm getting out of that container over there, throwing them in here. And here's some pigeon peas coming up. And here's my roselle. It's not coming up. Pigeon peas coming up. So these peppers, they're 2 or 3 years old, so that this will be their last year. But I've been getting peppers off of them. And I got this. I had 2 of them the other day, and it was so pretty. But anyway, the peppers, they have done pretty good. And then I got cactus. And I'm so glad to see these cactus coming on. These are tender right now, and you just can eat them. And I would eat that, but I don't want to talk with my mouth full. But them are so good right now. And I'll be cutting this back. I don't want tall cactus. But here's some plants. I always just come through here looking around, make sure what's what. And I got, and these are my pomegranates, but they're turning a little yellow, so I'm going to have to give them something to brighten them back up. And then this is banana pepper, and it's doing pretty good. And it's an old plant too. Here is peppers. They're not real hot. And they're off the peppers I just showed you. The seeds. I'm so happy to get brand new pepper plants. Then I got banana pepper, and some tomatoes. They're got what is that with them? Broad mustard leaf mixed in with the tomatoes. But I always like to come and check on them and make sure you pet your plants, because out in the wild, they feel the wind. In here, they don't. So you always pet your plants, and that's why I call it. Hey, boys and girls. Like a puppy. But anyway, pet your plants. Now I see something coming up. Let's see what this is. Big Jim peppers coming up. So I got moringa here. And they've been hurt a little bit by the cold. But then I walk around here. And there's another climbing cherry. These are so delicious. And there's another one. Celery. And this is unknown stuff coming up. And this is dark red beets. And they're coming up. So I always daily come out here, touch them, give the tomatoes a shake. Celebrity, that's what they're called, celebrity tomatoes. And this is cherry. And I got other things popping up in here. And I got some grape vines, but they're not doing nothing. So I don't know if they'll come or not. This is a celebrity. And it was way tall, but I bent the stem down so it can root better. And then this is the one in the tank. And it's getting little cherry tomatoes on it. And I shake it too. So I'm really happy about that one. So while I'm walking around the house, going to the greenhouse. Ooh. I'm going to eat this. Yeah. On my way. Here's our greenhouse. And Bill's still working on it. And you got 2 windows in and the top glass. So let's go on in and take a look. Something I'm going to do. I've been buying bags of soil to fit in these trays, and it works out real good. If you pick them up, it keeps the plants steady. So I got another set of onion bulbs, and I'm going to plant them in this and let them grow up in here. They don't have to take a lot of heat, but they'll just come on up in the cooler weather. And I just got a bunch of spinach over there. And we had mouse in here, so I put some mouse traps but in there. I don't think we got any more left. I think they're gone. So this is our greenhouse, the making of it. And I got water up there. And I'm going to add a lot more as time goes by. And this is what I like to think of my cool weather plants. They do good in here. So we'll walk around, take a look. Right over there is garlic sticking up. Some cactus. Rosemary's in here. There's a rosemary. And I'm making a wall for food. Right now it's just a place to put some stuff. Later on I'm going to have a lot more food. Some of it is comfrey that I'm growing. I dug some up. I want more comfrey out there in the food forest, and they're doing pretty good. I got some garlic here, and I want to show you. This is already making flowers on it. And I was surprised. And then this one is trying to make flowers. So I'm happy about that. And this is celery right here. Lemon balm right down there in that white one. And more celery. But when I get this all fixed up, because I want it on both sides, it's going to be more edible food. the comfrey will go out of here, and house plants will be moved. But anyway, I'm working on it. So here's some stuff coming up. Mustard greens and Swiss chard, green Swiss chard, kale. And I come through here every day and pet the puppies. I want to make sure that, you know, they know that they got to be moving and get stronger. You don't want them to sit there and then just fall over. They got to work at standing up. And I'm getting some white flies in here, so I made me this with Vaseline, and it really helps. That one bag can fit in here, and I come by and do the same thing. Give them a good petting, make them strong. They can't be lazy. They have to learn how to fight and stand up. Then this is our mixed lettuce, and I had pet them too. But what happened, this was full of lettuce, and the mice got in here, and all these bare spots, that's what they went after, is my lettuce. But I'm going to have plenty through here, and to transplant and stuff. And I still haven't put nothing in here. A radish, and, potatoes. But anyway, and then over here I got my baby comfrey coming up, and blue kale. So I'm really happy about this. It's really likes it in the greenhouse. And then here's my kale. And I always, alright, I grow. Brussels sprouts. But anyway, and I can't touch you all. You're too far over there. That's potatoes. And so I've got to always touch them, and then they know to be strong. So Bill, he's been putting a window in, and then the other one kind of skipping around. I think maybe his next one will be right in this corner right here. He's just trying to get more light in here faster. But we're really surprised with the glass is still staying warm in here. We thought that black plastic would be better, but the glass is seems like it's doing pretty good about keeping it warm. And then on this side, I'll be putting food plants on this side. And what I tried to do on them is when I water, the water drips into another pot, another one, until they come all the way down here, and then the water dribbles down to the big pots. And that way I don't waste water. And I'll do it on that side too. But it really does help to have the pots catching the water on down. Bill is going to put screens on the windows, but for now we got some twine hanging down, keep the birds from flying into the window. We don't want to get our window broke, but I don't want no bird getting all cut up in the glass. So that does help them learn a little bit that the window is there. But this summer, Bill is going to put screens on them. And plus we're going to put a couple fans in here to get the heat out. Probably one over there, maybe one over here eventually. In the summer we'll have the windows open, and to get the heat out of here. But we're just trying to figure it out. See, I got the Christmas lights in here because I still don't have enough water in here to keep it warm, real warm. So I'll be working on that. And I don't know if I'll grow in this bed yet. Could be next year, but I could grow plants there and hold them through the winter and grow food in pots, and I'm thinking about that. So there's a lot of possibilities. Bill is really excited about this building and growing more food. So we're just going to have to see what the summer holds, because the last 2 years the summer has melted our plants. Just way too hot. And if we can keep this cool, we can grow a lot in here, I think. So thanks for watching Out West Homestead, and make sure you check out my other channel called Our Life Out West, and I'll leave a link on it. And I'll talk to you later. Bye. Bill's out here clearing this. It keeps getting stopped up when we do the water, and it overflows. It goes that way. That way. We need it overflow and go back into the food forest. So he's fixing that, getting ready for the storm. Yeah, you can see the clouds are building up. And I can't tell, but it looks like it's snowing over there in the mountains. But we might get something, I hope.